Good morning. This is Cub Reporter Ken Cordero coming to you live out of Middletown, Rhode Island, the United States of America. The date today is May 20th, 2014 AD, which for all you people who went to all-day kindergarten means in the year of our Lord Jesus Christ. Let me get straightened up a little here. Where are my producers? I'm being sponsored today out of Mystic, Connecticut by my good friend Christina Curtin, fine maker of jewelry. Her company 2400 Degrees F. And her number is 1-860-463-4631. And her web address is www.2400degrees, capital D degrees, capital F.com. And also out of Newport, A1 Car Cabin Van. Their number is 401-841-0411. Every day my government, whether it's local, federal, all they try and do is ruin your life. I'd also like to say hello today to my other fellow co-worker Melissa, and her life is really horrid. She gets to work up in the office. She's around these bureaucrats all day long. Well, hi Melissa, I try and do the best I can. I'm trying to tell people, how about quit ruining Melissa's life, huh? Huh, Mr. President? Why isn't this guy already in jail? I mean, his failures. They impeached Nixon because they broke into a hotel room. Let alone citizens of the United States working for their government to protect our government are killed. Benghazi, Fast and Furious, Border Patrol agent. Yeah, that was Fast and Furious. I mean, why, he's already in prison along with Holder. Now I guess you could throw in Reed and Pelosi because they're co-conspirators. I mean, their acts, it's not just about, do we have some money, how are we going to spend the money? Their acts they're simply treasonous. I mean, this is really ridiculous. The Democrats, I mean, if you really want to know the state of our country, you can always listen to Mark Levin. He's on 9:20 a.m. here in the afternoons, East Coast time, like 6 o'clock he's on. Here in Rhode Island, he's on like 9:20 a.m. I mean, then our local senators, Reed and Whitehouse, they're great. They're always trying to tell you how they're doing something for you with your money. You have to give them more of your money. This out of the Daily News Today. See if I can find it. Where's Reed? I can't even find it now. Here's something out of the opinion page. Survey aims to improve crosswalk safety. Chuck Filipino, Chairman, Newport Bicycle and Pedestrian Advisory Commission. This guy isn't getting paid. I know that. He can't be. I mean, really, Newport. I hope these. That's the problem. These people want to give money to people like him. How safe do you think our crosswalks are? Anyone who uses pedestrian crosswalks in Newport is invited to take a survey on the Engage Newport website. The Bicycle and Pedestrian Advisory Commission created the survey to identify intersections where pedestrians feel most vulnerable trying to cross the street. The information will be used to advise the City of Newport on where to focus efforts to improve crosswalk safety. Well, I guess nobody got killed yesterday, so I guess they're safe, huh? Right? You know, these people, I want them all to realize something, which nobody seems to realize in government today. The government is broke. When they talk about being trillions of dollars in debt, do you have any idea how much money $1 trillion actually is? Well, I mean, after like, 1,000 comes 100,000, then 1,000,000, then 1 billion, then 1 trillion. But what was after 1 trillion? Nothing, because figures weren't supposed to go up that high. And these people in government, and they don't care. They're on an all-out assault against the citizens of the United States and its founding principles. When the president says he wants to transform the country, when his job is to preserve, protect, and defend as stated in the Constitution, I can see maybe you can look by, we'll actually that should have been questioned right away. That's a problem, I guess. Like, the media's not doing their jobs, and most people, they think Obama's an all right guy. I mean, this guy is so despicable. He's not an all right guy. The president is evil. Right? I mean, when he was a senator in Illinois, he voted kids like little infants, I think, like when they did abortions on them and they managed to survive somehow, they weren't dead. He voted to kill them anyway. Why didn't his mother abort him? His parents weren't married. What kind of an example is that are they setting? Were they? Huh? I mean, he's non-existent. Okay, here we go. These people think they're all so great. Oregon ruling, this out of the Associated Press. This is, instead of the press going after Obama, going after our president, who's trying to destroy our country. Here's what they're going after. Oregon ruling marks 13th gay marriage win in a row. A federal judge threw out an Oregon same-sex marriage ban Monday. So the people in Oregon voted to ban same-sex marriage. And one judge, a federal judge, is imposing his rule on the whole state of Oregon, marking the 13th legal victory for gay marriage advocates since the United States Supreme Court last year overturned part of a federal ban. Once again, the people have voted for something, and these people can scream all about gay rights and stuff all they want. Simple fact is, no state at all has actually voted, and the vote come out for gay marriage. It's all been by the courts. This is the courts overstepping their bounds. State officials earlier refused to defend Oregon's voter-approved ban and said they'd be prepared to carry out same-sex marriages almost immediately if the judge struck it down. When these state officials, when they refuse to defend Oregon's, that's their laws. This is treasonous. The National Organization for Marriage sought to argue the future of the ban, but both U.S. District Judges Michael McShane in Eugene and a federal appeals court rejected its attempts to intervene. Jubilant couples rushed to tie the knot following Monday's ruling, including some who stood in line at the Portland County building for hours to get a marriage license. McShane joins judges in 7 other states who have struck down same-sex marriage bans, though appeals are underway. How about getting out of our lives? This is just a total overreach by government, and all they want is more and more and more. I mean, it's absolutely pathetic. They're in everything you do. You walk into a sandwich, a Subway, you walk into a McDonald's, they've all got everything all posted, all the grams, all the calories, all the fats. I like my trans fats. How's that? How's that, Mrs. FDA? I wish, just, and I want our town council in Middletown, our government to tell the federal government we don't need them. Just drives up the cost of everything. Government drives up the cost of everything and the value down, when it should be to drive down the costs, drive value up. The government's job, the government's job should be to do the roads. For every 3 gallons of gas sold in this state of Rhode Island, the state of Rhode Island gets $1. How? I'm not exactly sure what they're doing with it, but they're certainly not paving the roads. These roads can only be described as, I don't know. Well, we'll have to come up with a new number. Just like when you go past a trillion, what do you get? A new number. These roads are so bad. These people are pathetic. And when they're ruining the value of the dollar, that's what you people, the American citizens, have actually worked for all your life. Whether you're 19 and you're just starting to work out and you're trying to save some money, or you're 75, 80, and you have some money saved and you want it to be worth something. And these people just don't care. Think about $1 trillion, and it's not enough. When's it going to be enough? When we're supposed to have limited government. Get out of my life. What's another thing they had in here today about the NBA? No Ball Association, the NBA. I don't even play ball anymore. And I'll tell you, I'd certainly beat the president in a game of one-on-one. He thinks he's got a jump shot or something. He's pathetic. And I told him too. I called up the White House before and I told him he should be in prison. And if you want to talk to me, call me back. And you know what? He never called me back. I don't even know if you can call him a coward. He's a bully. That's what the president is. They're bullies. They always want to talk about bullying and give us more money so we can do it. Why can't they ever just talk about something? Why can't they just open your mouths? Think about it. Who's a bigger bully than the government, whether it's your local, your state, Say you've lived in the same house here for, say, like, we'll go 12 years. Every 2 years, you have to mail in your registration for your car to the state, and it's like $70. It always goes up. Before it was 60, now it's 65, now it's 70. It's 70 plus a $2 fee. So you've given them in 10 years $350. Why? For what? They don't know how to spend it. I think you should be able to keep your money. So I think you can spend it better than the state. I'm not putting the money into this economy. And I don't have a lot. I got a little. My last name's not Hilton. Okay, here's some stuff from work that I got. This is we need a laugh right about now. Here's from work. Premier Manager Observation Worksheet. Now, if you're a manager, this is what we want you to do to the, the people that might be working at the register. You want your name, associate, shop date, shop time, department. Now, these are all yes or no. We can't make it too hard. Did the associate initiate a greeting once the customer entered the department? Yes or no? Did the associate introduce himself, herself to the customer? Did the associate offer to assist the customer? Did the associate walk the customer to the item they were looking for? Well, what if they didn't want him to walk them to the item they were looking for? What if they wanted to just look? Was the associate familiar with current promotions and ad items? Yeah, that's nice to have a sale, but if you ain't got no money to spend, what good's a sale, right? Did the associate recommend accessories, the warranty program? Did the associate demonstrate knowledge of services available beyond their department? Front line, the cashier registers. Was the cashier wearing a name tag? Did the cashier look professional? How about if you just be professional? Do we have any professional people at all in the White House or in Congress? These people are absolutely pathetic. They really are. Did the cashier acknowledge customers waiting in line? Did the cashier greet the customer by name, rank? There were more than 3 people in line. Did the cashier call for assistance? Or else, here's another one. This is from Navy Child and Youth Programs. All Child and Youth Program employees. Daily care form for toddlers. Child's name. Write down the child's name. The date. This is from last year. Information from home to be filled out by the parent. What time did your child wake up today? Did your child usually nap? If so, for how long? Has your child had breakfast, lunch? Is your child on medications? I mean, come on. Kids on 2, 3, 4 years old, they're not on medications, are they? I mean, they're healthy, they're kids. And if they're that sick, they shouldn't be going to school. So they don't need this shit. Toddler. What's a toddler? Is that like pre-K? Pre-kindergarten? It was first. See, these people always want to dumb everything down. Whatever it is. Additional information for the caregivers to know about your child's daily requirements or routine. Daily health concerns. Information about your child's day to be filled out by the person working here. For breakfast I ate. For lunch I ate. During quiet time potty attempts, time. Wet, tight, time, bowel movement. I mean, what do they want? These people to fill us out for every kid? I mean, this is just absolutely ridiculous. Oh, God. And I don't know. This is just too depressing. All I know is I live in a country today that no matter what you try and do, the government is trying to obstruct you and take more of your money. And it always comes down on you. But never none of these criminal illegal aliens, though, do they? Huh? They're just roaming my street. My street that I can't even drive on. And they just want more of your money, more of your money. Trying to tell you how they're doing such a great job. Last election, I voted for absolutely nobody on this town council. I didn't know what to do. I just made up names. Daffy Duck or Coag for meal. You know? My email is kencordewirocubreportermay202014Webcam. I've hoped you've enjoyed this. Thank you for tuning in. The problem with that we have to turn around is we've become a nation of welfare and a bunch of moochers. A bunch of lazy fucks. It's just so depressing. But thank you for tuning in.